Alright, I just wanted to go over a couple of things that we worked on in week 1 and then also how to fix them in week 2. Obviously we have some new things in this course that we're using from our Cengage publisher. I picked the things that I thought were really useful. Now, these may not be things that are as much fun to use. I picked the ones that were going to actually help train you to be better writers. Okay, so some of these things, even academically, might not be the best way to evaluate your skills, but I thought that they were the best way to try to help you to get better at this. So, a couple things we have. We have the writing workshops, and we have these writing exercises. The first one was our restaurant mishap. Now, a couple of things to remember about these. Number one is you can take these multiple times. The writing workshops, you have up to 10 tries. Now, there's usually only a handful of questions in here, but what the workshops do is they go through, they give you a scenario, then they go through and say, okay, let's write this kind of a letter. Let's say it's a refusal letter, right here with chapter 7. We're going to write this kind of a letter. How do you think we should start that? What should the subject line be? What should the first paragraph look like? How should we phrase this? And it just kind of goes through and you're able to click on things and say, I think we should use this one. As long as you're paying attention and even making notes as you go through, after you go through it the first time, if you don't get 100%, which is just fine, you're learning, you can go back through it again, put in the correct answers, and you should always get 100% on these writing workshops. You have up to 10 tries. Okay, so take some notes the first time you go through. If you have to go through a second time, that's fine. If you have to make a third or fourth time, that's fine. Make sure you get 100% on these. I'd rather see you go through the process, look at what they're saying, read through what they're saying, and try to get better at this than have a simple assignment where I'm just asking you to rehash what you've already learned. These workshops can be very beneficial. Now, the restaurant mishap was the more controversial of the two. Let me pop up what it looks like. Okay, in this case, it gives you a scenario and allows you to write about a topic. Okay, now the benefit to this, instead of having you do one assignment and turn it into me, is the fact that this can also be done multiple times, and multiple times with feedback. In 1 week, I can either have you do one, submit it to me, you get 1 grade for it, whether good or bad. Either good or bad, and you just have to accept it. In this case, you're going to be writing on a topic. Every time that you hit submit and score, though, you get some feedback from it. This can be done unlimited times. You can be doing this twice an hour for the entire week if you want to, looking for that perfect score. Alright, now the biggest issue people had with this is that they thought it was going to be simple, and so they gave like a 1-paragraph answer. Well, that didn't work, and it wouldn't work if this were an assignment you were turning into me either. So, the way to do this, take it as if it were an assignment you're turning into me. Figure this is an entire letter, entire memo, make it complete. But then take a look at the feedback. So, if this were, and this is going to be really short because you don't want to have you sit here watching me type the entire time, I'm very sorry we made you all sick. ... Okay, submit and score. Yes, submit for score. Again, unlimited numbers of attempts on this one. Last week, I think that the record was, 12 or 13 times a student attempted this. In another case, one of the high scores for both classes took it once, done, walked away, no problem. It could not be scored, that's fine, because we put 1 sentence, kind of knew that. But, here's your feedback. Okay, so, talking about revision. Okay, reread your document and find a sentence. Some examples. You may also write new sentences. Take a look at all of this stuff. Look at the content. How is it grading you on the content? Here's some feedback on how to do different things. This would be more useful if I'd written an entire assignment. I got that. Talking about the controlling idea, how to do this. Ideally, you would make your first one the best that you can. Then take a look at the feedback, and since you can copy and paste this from a Word document, you already have what you had before, go in and make some revisions based on the feedback. Submit it again. Take a look at it again, submit it again, go back and forth a few times. This actually simulates the revision process. Now, are you going to get 100% on each of these assignments? Not necessarily. The workshops you should get 100%. That's fairly easy. These writing exercises will test you fairly well on this writing process. I would definitely say start this early. Type in your first one, get it in there early in the week so you can go back and do it over and over again. Those who did it once and got a bad score and then stopped are the ones that really need to work on going over and over and over it again. Okay, and obviously that can happen if you just can't get to your assignment until Sunday night. You may only have one shot, but that's not how these are designed to go. They're meant to be an exercise. So do it your first time, look at the feedback, revise it, come back again, revise it again. All the things that I'm telling you to do in business writing, where we're writing concisely, to the point, lots of white space, don't have too big of paragraphs, don't have too big of sentences, all those things are going to count. And then treat this as if it were a boss, that you're writing this letter and handing it in to him. And he or she is coming back and saying, work on this, change this, do better at this one. Doing it over and over again is an exercise. If we were in class, I would have you doing this in a 4-hour block on campus saying, okay, write this, come back, we'll revise it, change this, look at this, be a little more concise here, work on the paragraph structure here, and do it again. That's what these are. Okay? I hope that helps. Utilize the feedback, use the workshops. This is all about making you a better writer. Now, for the restaurant mishap for week 1, since we hadn't really gotten into the details very well, and some people did not do as well on that assignment, I went in and gave everybody 100% on that assignment. Okay, it was good practice. We're learning the system. Everyone got 100% that attempted it. All right. Now, week 2, that's not going to happen. So, get in on this. Get in early. Get in often, and do the best that you can. Okay, any questions, please let me know.